pretty cool. Woo! So we've been blessed with beautiful weather here today in Paris, and so we want to try to see as much of the city as we can. So we've rented these Velib bikes, and we're going to try to see all 20 arrondissements in one day by bike. Yay! Should be fun. Let's go. So we made it to our first stop. We're here at Père Lachaise Cemetery in the 20th. It's conveniently right beside our Airbnb. We're kind of on the edge of the 11th and the 20th. And so we're starting off here. It's the most visited cemetery in the world with 3.5 million visitors every year. There's a lot of famous people buried here. Jim Morrison of The Doors, Oscar Wilde, and some others. So it's a nice walk. It was good to start off your morning with a walk through a cemetery. Okay, we're heading out from the cemetery. Next up, the 19th. So we were really excited about this. Finding bikes has been a challenge. See, it says maintenance. So we're gonna keep making our way. Right. Rach almost got ran over by a bike. Go across real quick. So we have yet to find, we did this yesterday and we were able to find bikes, no problem. I think the problem is we're on the outskirts of the city, or not outskirts, but we're not in the core of the city. And so I think a lot of people have taken bikes into the city. And so there's not much left out here. So we're still on the hunt for bikes. We think we spotted some across the street. So we're gonna go see if we can snag two.
We can only find one, so.
One more, but I don't think it's gonna work.
This is what we have to resort to. After sharing a bike for probably only less than a mile. Yeah?
Yep.
A little scary. We got one. Never mind, mine doesn't have a pedal. And now I just wasted one of my bike usages.
We are riding through the city. So we made it to our second stop, the Bouts de Chaumont, I think. We're sure it's beautiful at the top. We hear there's great views of the city, but we're only at the 19th. So we gotta make it all the way to the 18th next.
Green light,
let's go.
I think we're pretty close to the 18th, headed to Sacré Coeur. Woo! All right, we made it to the 18th. We've had a lot of trouble, but we're here at Sacré Coeur.
In Montparnasse.
Headed to the 17th.
It's been a wild ride. Whoa. Brakes are just okay. Cobbled streets in Montparnasse. Woo! We are making much slower time than I think we hoped, but it's still been fun. Rachel's in the lead now. We're making it to the 17th. I believe we're coming up on the Moulin Rouge. To the Moulin Rouge. Oh, well, we almost got in a wreck there. But we saw the Moulin Rouge. That's cool. Coming up on our next stop, the symbol of the 17th, Arc de Triomphe. Okay, that's a relief. We're going around the madness that is the traffic circle around the Arc de Triomphe. Here it is. I was a little scared. It's nuts around there. So instead, we kind of do this outer loop. There's a nice protected bike lane, and we still get cool glimpses of it at every intersection.
We made it to the 17th! Arc de Triomphe!
Okay, technically the Arc de Triomphe is on the like intersection of the 17th, the 16th, and the 8th, but we're using it as our monument for the 17th. So there we go. Next we head to the 16th, where we're going to dun, 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 Trocadéro.
Where am I going?
That way. We've made it to the 16th. We dropped off our bikes right in the nick of time on the 45-minute limit, and we're gonna go check out Trocadéro. There it is. Here in the 16th, we finally made it. We're in front of the Natural History Museum and a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower here at Trocadéro. Now we go on to the 15th. Heading to the Eiffel Tower. Woohoo! Woo! But we gotta go left. That way. Whoa! Okay, this is pretty cool. Woo! The Eiffel Tower area, as always, was a little nuts. Even more so on bikes. But we got out of it. Are rewarded with a nice, quiet neighborhood. Whoa!
All right, we made it to number 15, Montparnasse Tower.
So this one's a little confusing because Montparnasse is actually in the 14th, but the tower is in the 15th. So now we're gonna head over to the 14th and check out Montparnasse and the catacombs.
We made it to the catacombs, number
14. So we're making a bit slower time than we had hoped. Paris traffic can be fun even on bikes.
yeah.
So we're taking a bit of a breather here. There's a nice park around the catacombs. So just sitting here, reevaluating. We have tickets to go up the Eiffel Tower tonight. So I think we're going to wrap up the first 10 arrondissements and finish up the inner 10 later this week.
Yeah, just got to be flexible. We didn't start super early. There's just a ton of traffic, which I guess we should have expected, and
Sure.
navigating around that, and we have to switch out our bikes pretty often. There's been a lot at play when we had to ride on the same bike together.
Yeah. Now, in our defense, we did travel through, I think, the 7th, the 6th, and several others, but we didn't stop, so I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, we were trying to do the outer ring and then the inner ring. So
We'll see.
I'm confident we can eventually get to them.
Yeah.
We made it to the 13th. There's some really cool street art. Very cool. We spent probably an hour this morning searching for useful bikes. They're all in the 13th. Look at this.
So many bikes. There's so many bikes that they don't even have docks for them all.
No.
Some of them are just kind of like, you just kind of stick it in there, I guess? I don't know. So many bikes,
So I guess starting the 13th if you want to do something similar.
I guess. Very interesting. So we're here in Parc de Bercy in the 12th arrondissement. Sorry, I'm tired. It's been a blast of a day, so it's nice to get a bit of shade and relax. I think we're going to hit one more arrondissement today, and that'll be our home in the 11th. So, how are you feeling so far, Rach?
I just dropped my sunglasses. Good, and it's actually just 2:47, so we could technically finish today if we didn't already have stuff tonight. But we also haven't had lunch, and like it's been a lot.
It's been a lot, and we're
fun.
Going up the Eiffel Tower tonight, so
Yeah.
we want to make sure we're well rested for that.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll finish the inner 10 arrondissements later this trip.
Yes, to be continued.
To be continued.
We are headed to our last arrondissement of today, and the 11th, the Bastille. Yeah, it's been fun, but I'm pretty excited to relax and have some lunch there. This arrondissement seems like it's been kind of the business district, which is why I think all the bikes were here, because everyone rode them to work over here. So pretty quiet right now. Woo! I think we're about here. Where are we at?
We're in the 11th.
Woohoo!
The Bastille. Okay, we made it back to the 11th. We're in the Place de Bastille, the square. There's a Bastille monument behind me. We've got the Bastille Opera over there. I'm going back here.
Hold on. I couldn't get it. Oh, that's indicative of how tired we are. That's a wrap.
Okay, so our camera's dying, so we gotta do this quick. Highs and lows of the first half of our biking tour.
Okay, low for me was not being able to find bikes for like the first hour and just getting so frustrated by every bike we found being completely trashed. Low for you?
I would echo that one. Also, just the traffic
Oh.
and the squares, like where there's no rules and it's chaotic. Like, it's scary.
Okay, highs.
I really liked biking down and like seeing the Eiffel Tower and like coming across the bridge at the Eiffel Tower. I think that was really cool.
I would probably say the same. And the other thing is, in a weird way, I always kind of like a game, even though I feel like we only got halfway through our game. There's some kind of just success you feel where you're like, yes, next one. All right, to be continued, hopefully.